Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Boom!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Paul! Hey!
There we go.
Welcome in, OTB, on this Tuesday morning. Jake, Flynn, Tay-Tay, and Paulie. Paul O'Neill. My goodness, what year is it? 2018? Is it
I'm your mother's
7
friend with
p.m.?
benefits.
Hanging with Hester and Flynn.
And Flynn every now and then.
And Flynn when he
Wednesday
shows up. Actually, you show up, maybe not by 7:01 though.
Well, that evening traffic was tough.
That same picture that I would get every time.
Uh-huh.
Hey man, interstate's backed up. It's like, God, those same cars are in front of you every time you're on the interstate. It's
We were both on the
crazy.
same schedule.
It's so crazy. License plate matches and everything. A little nostalgia here in the studio. And
Yeah.
then it's like Freaky Friday because Tay-Tay's over on the audio board.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm in a little corner. Like in order to get Paul could block me in if he wanted to. Not a fan of that.
I've
Nobody
always known
puts
Paul to
baby.
be very aggressive.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody puts
Don't
baby
talk
in the
to it.
corner, huh?
Except Paul.
that's true.
Speaking of baby.
I don't know. It is the silent ones that are typically the baddest.
We're
I got
close,
faith
Matt.
in you, Paul.
We're close.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We actually have an appointment today.
Stop it.
So 11:30. I'll be
All
over
right.
there. I'll just be there for support, stand there and kind of look like an idiot like I do
All right.
pretty much every
No,
appointment.
just be there like the. So every staff has these. I'm not calling any staffs out, but every staff has a coach that doesn't do anything, and all he sits over there does is nod his head and go, "Yep,
Stop talking about the tight end coach like
Yep.
that.
Kind of piggybacking off of what this coach just said.
the D tackle."
Yeah, I'm support staff for sure.
I'm interior defensive line coach.
Not talking about anybody specifically, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of times tight end coach in most places,
And look,
and that was 20
a
years.
lot of times it's running backs coach too.
That's not
That's fair.
very far off.
Not all of them, okay. The ones
And I'm-
we've had here, usually pretty
Well, I'm
involved.
talking more NFL than
Yeah,
college.
this is NFL.
NF
More NFL thing.
Yeah, NFL tight end coach.
Tight end coach, yeah.
Good route, Gates. Yeah, no crap.
Cool. Hey, really, way to stick your nose in there on that block. All right. Thanks, kid. That's the player talking to
And
the coach.
look, I love all the running back coaches I had in the NFL, but what are you gonna really tell LT on this play?
LT, I was watching the film
Yeah.
and did a pretty nice job. So keep it up next week.
Yes.
We got the Jets.
That's about all you got.
The
For-
Jets.
Really, like sometimes, like the only responsibility a lot of times that running backs coach has or the tight ends coach has is like he gets that one like breakdown in a meeting throughout the week. Like, all right, you're in charge of the 3 to 2 to 5. You're in charge of breaking it down and giving us that installation. You're going to tell us about that defense. So study all week.
Right.
You're prepared. Next week, you're going to do it every week.
Yep.
You're going to give us their tendencies on 3rd and 2 to 5 yards.
That's right.
That's it. They get up there, and that's their moment to shine. Put it on the resume.
Yeah. Goal line sometimes for running back.
Maybe goal, maybe short yardage. Kind of
Yeah.
depends on where you are.
Yeah. Sometimes O-line coach, sometimes running back coach.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah. We digress. Speaking
you-
of flashback,
What?
you said it's kind of like 2018. Is USA men's soccer like the same team as 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Flashback to that.
That sucked last night. 4-1 Belgium
Felt like 40 to 1.
by far the better side, not even close. So when I say this is not a slight at them because they would have won the game regardless. He gave up 4 goals that none of them were class. Just the first goal, just laziness. The second one, you got big boyed. The third one, I haven't seen in a 10U soccer game ever. And then the fourth one was just you quit. Sucked. God, the crowd was awesome. They tried every time you completed a pass that didn't get turned over, which wasn't very many. They were chanting and trying to get you involved in the game. You had a couple of players that you could tell were trying everything they could and just no help around them. It felt like the old soccer days where, for the U.S. I'm talking, where you just kind of kicked it around to the outside and you would send just a meaningless cross in and hope somehow, some way it'd find the head of one of your players, instead of all the things that built up to that game where you had class and you had incredible, passes and runs from players that were getting in different channels and you were finding them and they were finishing. Man, it felt like we took 25-year step backwards. And that's what it looked like. And not that the U.S. didn't have, good moments 25 years ago. They certainly did. 2002, they get to the round of 16 in that World Cup as well. But, oof, man, that was very, very tough to watch. Your stars certainly did not shine brightest. Christian Pulisic, MIA, turned the ball over on almost every touch that he had early in the game.
16 turnovers.
Every time he touched it, he felt like he turned it over. There was nothing dynamic about his play. And then, look, he kicked somebody's ankle, but then he goes out of the game, man. It's a bad look for Christian Pulisic. He's no longer your best player. I think that was pretty obvious this World Cup. Not to say he's a bad player. He plays for AC Milan, for God's sake. But he's no longer your best player.
He was our best player?
I think it was a period of time. Yeah. I don't know.
It felt like every time. So I'm watching the two teams play.
Yeah.
And I'm just judging what I'm seeing on skill level.
Yeah.
It was a huge difference of skill level. And I'm just looking at basic things okay, well, when they pass the ball to themselves, they, for lack of a better term, because I'm not a soccer guy, they catch it and get it down pretty quick and are moving.
Yeah.
Our guys are it's bouncing off of them and bouncing 4 yards in front of them. And they didn't control the ball very well.
Nope.
They made terrible passes. Look, Belgium was playing pretty inspired. It seemed like all the things happening leading up to the game. They played pretty inspired, but
remember, they in the 86th minute of their game, lose or go home, they were down 2-0.
Oh yeah, against Senegal.
Right, and so they found a way to tie it up, get it to extra time, win it in extra time, and you know how that is. You get some just like us in 2007.
Yeah.
Don't let us get in, because if we get in, it's going to be bad.
And I know USA played bad, and I know that there was a discrepancy in talent, but that ain't the Belgian team that I saw play against Senegal.
No,
Senegal
or most of the World Cup, really.
Seriously, it was.
I mean, you were this close to playing Senegal, and that performance last night, I am not going to sit here and tell you that team could have beat anybody. Now, I don't think Senegal is a better team than Belgium. No, I don't. It didn't matter if you played Senegal. It didn't matter if you played Cape Verde. It didn't matter if you played. Give me a team. Give me a team in the World Cup, right? Even maybe some of the teams you already beat in this World Cup. That wasn't going to win you.
Yeah, that was trash.
That was bad.
That was bad. It was It was the way that you gave up goals was embarrassing. It was very embarrassing. It was this guy with the man bun.
Yeah,
got big boy. He
captain.
got big boy.
He did.
Is he captain?
Second goal, yeah.
And I thought he played pretty.
38 years old, last World Cup.
They had to step up and play amazing defense when they got the red card last game.
Yeah.
And that defense, I don't know where they were. And I get it. You're playing a different class of player, but it was very night and day on who the better soccer team was.
First goal, Serginho Dest.
Look at this guy's face. How's he so much better than our guys?
I know. Serginho Dest.
He scored 2.
Just lazy, didn't close out. The second one you mentioned, Reem got big boyed. The third one, the goalie. Like, come on, man.
It's like,
I mean, that just that at that stage in the World Cup, you're down to 16, 16 teams, and oof, that's what happened.
it looked like it was, and I get it. There's a lot of pressure on them. It's a big stage, and these dudes have never, especially the guys that play at MLS. Like, there's these dudes have never played anything close to this. So I get it. The guys for Belgium, they're playing in packed out stadiums.
I mean, most of our players do play in top flight Premier League over in Europe, Serie A.
Well, not the goalie.
The goalie doesn't. I was going to say. So Tim Ream plays for MLS, a 38-year-old, but he played for Fulham forever in the Premier League. The goalie's an MLS player, and that felt like a moment that was far too big. He panicked, and then now, unfortunately, that's going to be anytime he's mentioned, like that's going to be the first thing. That's
for sure. There was just I don't understand the miscommunication when there was a ball in no man's land.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's just take the bad goal aside, like the third goal they scored. Let's just take that one out of it. There was a couple other times where the defenseman didn't know if the goalie was going to come out and get the ball. There was times that I think it led to the second goal where there was a ball bouncing around, and there's three of them around it, and they all thought each other was going to get the ball, and they just stood there.
Yeah, it was the first goal.
They just stood there, and I don't know. It was frustrating to watch for somebody that doesn't know soccer like me, like sitting there and watch and just see them, just like look like they were nervous, certainly, and I'm sure they were, and I get that. But at some point, it's like, all right, we're 15 minutes into this thing.
Yeah,
this is just soccer now. Let's play.
Yeah,
they couldn't get out of their own way. So it sucks because they had everything teed up for them.
No. If they would have even played like
USA
they did,
Soccer had everything teed up for them.
No doubt. If they would have played like they did in 2014 against Belgium, now that was Tim Howard being a Superman, but if they would have lost a game like that, one that was like back and forth and it's like had moments where one kick here, one kick there, and they lose, I still think, and I'm not into moral victories at this point. I'm tired of that with U.S. Soccer. But it's at a point where you feel much better about it. It's how you got beat. It's the way you got beat. It's the performance by people that are supposed to be your best players.
Yep.
Like that's what's so maddening about what happened last night.
What's maddening as like just sitting and wanting USA to be good at everything is you're sitting them watching them play a small country, right? I know they have the amazing soccer
I know
history.
what you're saying.
I got it, but like from like a size standpoint,
Yeah.
And you're watching. Everybody on their team is bigger, stronger, faster.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is that possible? And we all know why it's possible.
Yeah.
Because
name another sport that Belgium.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody plays that sport, and most of we argued about it last week. About most of the youth is going to play the other sports, but still, on that stage, you're like, yes, we've been building this thing for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, we got it. We got our guys.
Yeah.
We got our dude. He beat a red card. He's back. Like everything's happening our way. But then you see these guys are like, man, that guy's taller than us. Whoa, those guys jump higher than us. Those guys are faster.
Yeah.
But like I was really impressed by the angles they played on defense.
Yeah.
Like they took all like their angles and their discipline on like playing defense was perfect. And obviously the American guys just had not seen that in the World Cup yet. Like all the lanes that they were and all the plays they were trying to run offensively.
They put them in a blender.
They were outmatched. And
to the point.
Stunk.
And you're like, look, I mean, there is a middle ground of what the argument we had last week about soccer, and I was talking about, how many players do play in this country and soccer mom term and all that. And I mean, but you are right about like our best athletes. I'm not saying they do. I think when you look at how youth soccer is, like it's too hard for somebody to be able to do it in this country and stay with it sometimes. Like the expense of soccer and the youth systems and like how like it shouldn't be what it is.
That's
and so
any sport now, right? With
a little bit like baseball's fallen into that a little bit.
Soccer's just always been club. Now everything's like catching up with it as being club, right?
And so I think there's some people that by the time you get to 12, 13 years old even, it's like, hey, we like as a family, like we can't really do this anymore.
Mm-hmm. I've talked to parents that their kids have done soccer.
My dad, my brother and sister, they are much younger than me, and they did it. They did it through like FC Dallas system, and man, I remember my dad driving from Shreveport to Dallas, Shreveport to Little Rock, Shreveport to Memphis, like every weekend there for like 2-3 years, and look,
well, bud,
balling on a budget.
Well, like look in the mirror, pal.
You know what I mean? It's like
look in the mirror a little bit with baseball now. I'm just
yeah.
saying, like soccer's always been like that. Everything else is like catching up to that. I think it going that club route. So it is a challenge to do, but I mean,
because even with like,
but I don't think that's the main reason. If people want to play, they're gonna play.
It's a part of it. It's not the main, but like, God, this morning on the radio, and I knew I was gonna hear it. It's like, if we had LeBron playing goalie, I hear you, sure, like no doubt. And in other countries, like it's their main sport, so they're gonna get the best athletes. But also, man, our country is gigantic. It's huge. It's like you can still like.
Let's just dedicate a couple states to soccer.
I just don't like the excuse anymore of if we had Tyreek Hill up top. I get it. I hear you. I do.
It is true though.
I hear you. Right. It is, but that's not going to happen. And our country is big enough that we should be able to find 11 Jimmys and Joes that Belgium can find.
I know.
That's
what I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, man, we're a lot bigger than Belgium. Like, can we just dedicate Arkansas? Y'all be the soccer state. Y'all all your talent. Y'all are not allowed to play football, baseball, basketball. Y'all do soccer.
Let's see, Arkansas. We're gonna get the state of Washington.
You know what? Throw in
Utah.
Throw in Iowa for them. Iowa and Arkansas. Y'all are soccer.
Iowa, and we got fullbacks there, bud.
Iowa got some good O linemen too.
That's a good point. My bad.
We need the Iowa O linemen and tight ends.
I was watching that game last night, and I was thinking about our conversation last week that we argued about. And after the game, I was like, well, all right, kids, USA kids, everyone back to the normal sports. Let's go.
That was going to be one of my points to finish off this first segment. I wasn't even going to bring it up because I didn't want to throw shade, but since you did, the thing I hate the most, because I've been in this my whole life. Like, I remember watching the 98 World Cup. Me and my older brother, Adam, we were dialed in. I was 13 years old. I remember every moment of it in France, and just really when I fell in love with soccer. I had watched it before, but that was the moment. So I've been in this for a long time, 30 years almost. And not many times, certainly where I live in this country, do I have friends that watch it with me and I can talk about it, right? And I can sit here and I can come to work. Did you see last night? It just doesn't happen. It's me and it's Gordy Rush. We wake up on the road when we're covering LSU games. There's 2 people awake in the lobby. It's me and Gordy, and we're watching the Premier League. And everybody that comes through there, watching the commie sport, huh? Every person, everyone that walks by. I've been dealing with it for years. And so when we finally get some partners with us, we get some people watching with us, and we can talk about it. Man, it's such a good feeling. Because, like, it's a sport that we love. We talk about it often. And then when you have people that are loving it with you, it's fun. Just because, like, every other time it's the same old thing that people say, oh, yeah, soccer, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, immediately after the game was done, I had 2 group texts, one from this guy saying, all right, now back to our normal sports. I'm like, man, I hate that. I hate that, and I know it's true, but I know that's going to be the feeling for most people. I had another one that said, all right, back to hating this version of football, and they spelled football. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
back to our regularly scheduled
I know,
programming.
And I hate it. And I know it's coming every year unless the U.S. did something remarkable, and they got close to doing it.
And look, it's unfair, right? It is unfair, but it is reality that it's a what have you done for me lately situation. And as well as they played and as exciting as it was, it's sports. It's what have you done for me lately? That's the taste that's going to be left in everybody's mouth is that. And like you said, if they just played it close and played with effort and made it like Cape Verde, if they finished off their tournament like Cape Verde did. Yep. And it looked gritty. They looked the part. Like you could tell maybe they weren't they were definitely not the best team, but guess what? That free kick goes in. It's 1-1. Like I had the juices. I was running around the house screaming goal. My kids are like, Dad, what's wrong with you? It's soccer. And it's like, I'm excited because I love my country. I want us to be good. And I was like, it's 1-1. Then like literally 45 seconds later, they score.
I know.
And it just looked bad. Unfortunate, and it's not fair because they did do some really good things. And they did do a lot of awesome things to prop up USA soccer. But because it ended that way, it's going to be a regression from where it could have been. And that sucks. I'm sorry, Jake.
All good.
Let's see here.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
USA.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Our Tuesday show is brought to you by our friends over at Community Steel. CommunitySteelCo.com is the website. Buildings, sheeting, components, and incredible gold panels behind us every single Tuesday. Shout out to our friends over at Community Steel.
We got the beautiful gold panels up today.
I just said that. You don't
I
listen to
know.
me.
I just reiterated. I was emphasizing it because I love a Tuesday. But we got Taylor DJ in today, by the way.
Taylor, how's it going over there, bud?
I'm making it happen.
Yeah.
We're good.
I don't know if we told the listeners, but Taylor is doing
Yep.
We did.
audio today.
We're on audio today.
Like the first thing we told him.
It's weird. I do audio
Again.
semi-frequently for Hunt.
Oh, do you?
And a lot of times when Moose has to fill in for Scone, I'll come over here. So, this is the show I do audio for the least. But
Oh, funny enough, you're here every day.
I dabble.
Have you ever done both at the same time? Is it possible?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
You had
Alon tried to do it on remote that one time.
I
But
that's what it was. I know somebody was going back and forth. Was it when I was sick?
Yeah, it's when
yeah.
Yeah,
She did
Taylor
it on
came to
remote.
Rouse's.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I guess on a remote's a little bit.
I've done it
easier, maybe. I don't know. Act like I know what I'm talking
for
about.
midday for 5 minutes.
We don't even know how to push the on button in here, bud. Actually, I
Paul.
know how to turn the lights on.
Yeah, you do. Paul, get that microphone ready over there, bud. So Paul was with us back in the day, hanging with Hester. Shout out to Paul O'Neill. It's good to be back in studio with him. Paul, I know this show is basically the same as the one you do every day. I mean, attention
Just
to
cut
detail.
and paste.
Want to make sure that we have everything ready to go. The demands of this show are, I can't even imagine what you're dealing with right now, Paul. So we appreciate you being here, bud.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Absolutely, a lot of
Doing
stress.
double duty pretty much.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, just we're asking this video and that video and
Yeah.
play with this audio, and it's just a lot.
I'm working on the first segment right now, so
So
I get a little distracted. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You hadn't posted it yet?
A little behind,
Oh.
Jeez.
Hey, so the Braves lost last night, Paul.
unfortunately. Yes.
Man, so I was watching U.S. soccer and I was dialed in. I saw Matt Olson hit a home run to tie it up, and then I got back to being bitter about U.S. soccer. So, what was the final? You remember?
I believe it was 7-6.
Oh,
I just got an update. I think Pulisic's still turning the ball over right now.
Another?
Another one just now. It just happened.
man, I have been on some big stages. Like, we were fortunate to be on some big ones, but I've never been the player that everybody was hoping, counting on like that in that situation.
Mhm.
How do you bounce back after you're supposed to be the guy and then you play poorly, then you literally limp off the field and get subbed off?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's tough.
I don't know. I think there was a little. If you look closely, I think there was a little piss on his leg too.
Yeah. Shocking how big the moment was for some.
I know, and maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just a bad day, and that's the look. But that's what we all saw.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't unsee what you saw.
Oh, there
The
was
goalie. The stage was too big for the goalie.
you
100%.
You said it perfectly in the group chat. Nervy.
Yeah, they look
From
nervy.
the very first kick, it felt nervy.
Mm-hmm. They looked nervy before the goal. Like the goalkeeper, the one like he made a great save.
Yeah.
Within like a minute and a half into the game, maybe.
Yeah.
Made a great save, but like everybody looked like they were stuck in mud.
Yeah.
Like around that guy, and they would try to clear, like they try to clear the ball and they'd kick it right to the other team.
Oh,
they were like passing the ball. I mean, this is like youth sports. So you never pass the ball blind. Never like in football, quarterbacks never make a blind throw.
Yeah.
They were just passing the ball blindly. I'm sorry. I know you didn't want to talk about it again.
No, we're good. Got to. Have to. It is what
Can't
it
stop,
is.
won't stop. Let me ask you this. There has been a lot of push towards the United States soccer, trying to, hopefully get better athletes, more athletes playing. And man, this is, they had some decent runs early in 2000. So like, this is the youth group to be able to make that push. Maybe it's not like a ultra world class push, but like to improve U.S. soccer. Is U.S. men's soccer better today than it was? Let's take it like 4 years ago. Is it better today than it was 20 years ago?
Right. Definitely better than it was 8 years ago. Remember, you didn't qualify for the World Cup.
And I guess I'm not just talking
You lost
about
to
just
Trinidad and Tobago.
I guess I'm not talking about the team, like the
talking about
specific
just the
result,
foundation
just
of
like
everything?
the foundation, the like what we're putting out there.
Right.
Like I get it. Like maybe one year you had a better result.
Yeah.
At the end of the World Cup, but like as a whole in general, is it in a better place today than it was 20 years ago? It was supposed to be, but the question has to be asked, like, after seeing how much better Belgium was.
Right.
And, like, knowing that U.S. got a really good draw in pool play, they looked a ton better, but, like, the quality of, team that they were playing, are they in a better place?
Yeah. And, gosh, it's a great question, but it's tough to answer. I mean, Belgium's a bad matchup for them. Belgium beat U.S. 5-2 back in March. I mean, so I guess we shouldn't be as surprised as we were.
Just a little friendly, huh?
I'll say this, though. I mean, like, you've got Anthony Robinson plays for Fulham. Chris Richards plays for Crystal Palace. Tyler Adams plays for Bournemouth. Malik Tillman plays in the Bundesliga. We mentioned Christian Pulisic plays for AC Milan. Balogun plays in the top league in France. Des plays at a respectable club in PSV.
Balogun looked like he belonged on the field.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple
Tillman did too.
Maybe a couple of the midfielders.
Yeah,
Looked
Tillman.
like they were like, okay, these guys look
Yeah.
like they belong, but most of the guys, everybody saw it. They just didn't know where to go with the
So,
ball.
like, I bring up all those clubs to say, like, your team's not made up of LA Galaxy and Chicago Fire anymore, which, no disrespect to MLS, it's a young league. It is what it is. It's got some good players in it, but, I mean, Messi plays in the MLS. All right, Messi's doing pretty good in this World Cup. But I do think it's in a better spot because you have your starting 11 is playing in the top leagues in England, Germany, France, Netherlands. So, I mean, that part of it, yes. Is it a giant leap from where where it was 10, 12, 14? No.
Yeah.
It's not. Unfortunately.
But is the foundation better, like how they're approaching the game?
A little bit, not a lot.
Honestly, it just takes. It doesn't even have to be foundationally be that much better. It just takes a couple of like badass hombres, like that are young, and hungry, and they're just like really. It takes some stars.
You got your volume up on the Tour de France over there.
That's intentional.
I think it's on purpose.
Sorry, people need to know.
I think it's on purpose.
People need to know.
To your point, and Balogun did look like he belonged in the field. Like he was like even if you didn't notice it, like the runs he was making in different channels to try to get the ball, like it was really strong. They just couldn't get it to him.
Even like trying to make runs, and the guys just didn't see him.
Yeah.
To pass the ball to him, like he's sitting there streaking, hoping, and then they didn't pass it to him. He's like, oh, well.
So he's
There's
25
some
years old.
energy.
He'll be back next World Cup. He'll be 29.
Okay. We need about 10 more.
Like somebody like that's and Tillman and like those guys, like that's going to be your stars in the next World Cup. And you just hope that their DNA, their presence on the field is better than what the stars were supposed to be in this World Cup. And that's it's harsh, but it's just facts.
I mean,
The guys who were supposed to be your stars didn't have a good tournament. Let's don't act like yesterday was the only game that Christian Pulisic didn't show up. I know he had an injury, but name a moment for him this World Cup.
set out that one game.
Exactly. So, like, that's another thing that you have to, like, look at what Holland's doing for Norway. And, look, I know the level of player he is. I mean, he's world-class compared. But I'm just saying, Norway doesn't have the strongest side. But you know what they have? They have got a badass leader up in the front that literally looks like a Viking that is going to raise his level of play in a World Cup to the highest level that it can go. And he's going to, for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, however long, he's going to do everything he can to put all the other 10 on his back. Now, they got some good players that play for Arsenal and other major clubs, but, like, he's the guy. That's what I want for you. Like, I want that guy. And, look, Donovan and Dempsey, studs. And they tried to do it. But even more than that, like, another level of class. And, again, those guys are incredible. Like, one more level of class is what you're
Well, I
looking
heard it
for.
before the World Cup started, talking about how it's going to be really hard for USA to make a run because not one player on their roster was a top 100 player in the world. And I guess they rank them that way.
They
I don't know.
did. I mean,
I'm listening to somebody that knows.
They included 2 U.S. players in that, but there was even debate about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And you could tell it. Like,
Yeah.
The ball looked like it got stuck on their foot every time they got the ball.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Again, our Tuesday show is brought to you by our friends at Community Steel, communitysteelco.com in Gonzales, Louisiana, but they service the entire area, communitysteelco.com. All right, what's left in the World Cup as we, here in the first hour, obviously, all of us watched it last night. Still mad, bitter, pissed off at the result. Best way I can put it.
No more home field advantage anymore for anybody.
No.
All the North American
teams.
teams.
My boy Danny Cardenas was trying to throw shade at me and T-Bob last night. I'm like, Danny, Mexico went home the same round. He's like, yeah, but it was a close game. I said, horseshoe and hand grenades, my man.
Yeah, buddy.
And you also lost to 10 Englishmen.
Yep.
For a bulk of the game. So,
Yeah, which does stink because the Mexico City game and this game last night, those places were rocking. So unfortunately, that's over. And I'm assuming Canada had a weak crowd, but
they played in the U.S., but they still would have had a weak chin and baby cakes.
Yeah, no doubt.
So what's left in the tournament on July the 9th, it is France and Morocco. France-Morocco would be, I believe, a 3 p.m. game on July the 9th. On the 10th, it is Spain versus Belgium. On the 11th, it is Norway versus England. That's going to be awesome. And then you still have a game today. It's going to be Argentina-Egypt. Winner of that plays the winner of Switzerland and Colombia. And that's what the rest of the tournament looks like.
When does Switzerland and Colombia play?
They play today.
There we go. We got some
Today's
action,
the 7th.
babe.
Yep.
I got some background noise in the office.
Argentina, Egypt at 11 a.m. and then Switzerland, Colombia at 3 p.m.
Sweet.
So you can watch Argentina, Egypt in the office at 11.
Absolutely, and I will.
Yep. I did have it on yesterday. I guess it would have been Spain, Portugal, because I'm on air on the NFL channel. Like you're talking whatever. I think I hit one of those, ooh, and Pat goes, who scored? He knew I was watching the game, and we were on there. I was like, oh, man. I was like, that's the end of Ronaldo. That's it.
Yeah.
Spain wins. Ronaldo no longer going to play for the national team. Last time we'll see him for Portugal, which is crazy. I mean, think about how long, like 2 decades. 2 decades you've seen him play for Portugal. You know, what, 6 World Cups?
Yeah, is that 2 decades? Or is that over 2 decades?
Oh, it's
a long
over 2
time.
decades. I'm just saying it's not quite 3.
That's a long time. And, yeah, you're seeing the end of a couple eras.
Yeah.
And
It's going to be
I even recognize the dude from Croatia. I recognized
Luka
him.
Modric?
Yeah.
Oh, because you probably have a card.
No, because from the last World Cup,
Yeah.
you know, just
It's his last
Last time I
World
watched
Cup.
soccer.
Neymar's last World Cup. Messi's, Ronaldo. A big generation. Last time we'll get a chance to see them on this stage. I mean, I guess it's Messi's. I mean, I don't know if I want to count him out, actually.
yeah, he still looks pretty good. Like the
He's
the
got
other,
7 goals in the
like even
tournament.
Ronaldo, like the other, you know, older
Yeah.
guys out there, they do a lot of walking around,
Yeah.
getting ready. And I get you got to pace yourself throughout the game because a long game, got to run a long way.
Yeah.
But you could tell, like they're conserving a lot of energy and they can't hit that go button as much.
Yeah.
Messi's not really doing that. He's running a lot and
Even
still-
more than maybe he normally
and
does.
still got the speed.
Yeah.
So we'll see. 4 years is a long time. We do. We need to figure out how to move this up to 2 years. I know you said Europe was against it.
Yeah.
Europe's against everything.
Europe sucks.
They're against ice makers. Automatic transmissions. Like the technology's there. Just grow up. Let's have this thing every 2 years. We'll still without Europe. Specifically Belgium.
Real quick, does y'all's paper say no live right here?
Yes.
Yeah, there is a live. It's Russell Pools. I don't know who screwed that up. Somebody did.
Paul.
Paul. Here
Man.
one day.
One time, I give you all this credit for us being the OG crowd and messing the live sheet up, Paul. Come on. All right, well.
Doesn't want us to talk about cannonball season.
Cannonball. All right. I think every team that we pick, yeah, it is.
Are we all out?
We're all out. We'll tell you who it was. One more segment, and then we'll wrap up the World Cup talk for today. We'll dive into LSU and Saints. I know it's the World Cup.
Tour de France.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Tuesday morning. Tuesday.
The best day of the week.
So to finish up our World Cup discussion for today, and yeah, in a full hour, but the U.S. men's national team is no longer. So obviously, some of this conversation is going to die down, and I hate it, but I know what it is, and I get it.
Hey, we'll always have 4 years from now.
Thanks.
We'll bring
Appreciate
it back
that
up.
reminder.
Talk soccer again.
You went Netherlands, they're out. I went Germany, they're out. You went Croatia, Tate, they're out. Alondra, Mexico, they're out. We didn't even make it to the quarterfinals.
Dang it.
Matt, what are we worse at? U.S. Open picks or World Cup picks?
I would say
US
we're
Open
worse
was
at
bad.
U.S. Open.
US Open was bad.
I think only one of us made the cut.
No, we both did, but your guy was plus 14. Mine was plus 8. By the way, freaking Chris Goddard, yeah, he won the tournament.
Oh.
All right.
He won the Travelers?
No, the one this weekend. What was this weekend?
I don't know.
Oh, that was the
When I don't pick him, he does well.
sure.
All right, so let's reassess.
Okay.
You got France, Morocco, Spain, Belgium, Norway, England, and of course you still have Argentina, Egypt, Switzerland, Colombia. New team is going to win the World Cup.
I'm going to go with probably the single greatest team to ever be assembled, Belgium.
Okay.
Best team I've ever seen.
I'll go
right.
Spain.
Okay.
I'm going to cheer.
I want to cheer for Norway.
I'm going to cheer for Norway because the Viking row.
France, Morocco is going to be awesome. I'm going to go Argentina to run it back.
Not going to happen.
You know,
Belgium's
Argentina
too
will
good.
go back.
You saw it.
How awesome would it be if Norway won that, though?
That'd be cool.
Norway winning it would be like a 7 seed winning the NCAA tournament in basketball.
A 7 seed.
Yeah.
It'd be like Indiana winning the football national championship.
Yeah, it would. Because
Erling Haaland has scored as many goals as Norway has ever scored in the World Cup before this one combined.
is that big? Is that good?
Is that good? They've scored 7 goals ever in the World Cup, and he scored 7 this World Cup.
Norway's 31st in FIFA rankings in the world. To kind of give you an idea, the U.S. typically hovers between 14 and 17.
Mm-hmm.
So for Norway to be where they're at, 31st, you're probably right. It's probably like an Indiana football situation.
I'm just saying where they've been in like the history.
Yeah. And they have a generational player, which, Indiana thinks that, we'll see if Mendoza's that, but sure looked like it this year for Indiana. So,
yeah, they're good.
Good comp.
They're good.
Look at you.
Look at me go.
Gonna make you like soccer whether you like it or not.